I'm Malachi.
I'm Josh.
This is Canyon View Jaguars, and we're watching Friday Night Fever. Oh, yeah!
What is up, Arizona? Happiness is a choice as always. Go out and make it a great day. Welcome to the 37th season of Friday Night Fever. Arizona's longest running high school football show is back. Shout out Snowflake. Thanks for the shirt. Cameron Cox, Lena Washington here on your TV.
Yes, it's our annual preview show. Good luck to all the small schools kicking off their seasons tonight. The big schools start next week, but you know, all season long, we'll be showcasing what makes prep football special in our state.
It's so cool, right? Welcome back, guys. Here we go. Coming up on the preview show tonight, we're taking a trip around the valley with our Fever Flyover, our Fever Spotlight, and we are on the road with the 5A runner-ups, right? Canyon View plus Sweet Plays are back. The first winner is going to join the show. But first, Lena.
Yeah, let's start out with the game of the week, sponsored by Big 5 Sporting Goods. Scan the QR code on your screen to receive a discount. Save some coin in this economy, folks. The game of the year comes early. Week 1 featuring the biggest matchup in the country. Basha will host Chandler to kick off the season on ESPN Saturday night, August 29th. It's a rematch from last year's Open Division title game where the Bears blew out the Wolves 34-7. Both teams are ranked in the top 25 nationally. They ended last season together. They're going to start this season together. Let's get the fireworks popping.
What would it mean to go out and win the Open if you guys can get that done?
It'd mean everything. We fell short last year. I think I've watched that game every week, at least once. So, I mean, I'm ready to play right now.
We have our own legacy that we need to create and build. And last year's in the past, and everybody has a brand new team this year. So it's really just going to this season knowing that we got to put our best foot forward every single game to get to that final game again.
All right, time for a Fever Flyover. Two guys you know very, very well on the Arizona high school football scene. My man, Just Chili. You can catch us every Thursday night on the 12 News streaming app for your TV. Dropping Dimes with Cam and Chili. And, of course, high school insider Adam.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Adam Beetle here in studio, Just Chili. Let's do this thing, guys. All right, here we go. Coming off Chandler and Basha. That's the biggest game, obviously, everyone's circling week 1, right? What are the storylines you looking forward to this high school football season? Adam, start with you.
Well, I think the biggest one is obviously Roy Oliver. The big news of the offseason that he's reclassing to the 2027 class is going to be his last year. I mean, we all know what he did last year. He stacked up basically every single accolade.
Our Friday Night Fever Offensive Player of the Year.
Friday Night Fever Offensive Player of the Year, and he committed to USC, to that great program and what they're doing over there. So I think getting to see Roy get one more shot at winning a state championship. Can he do it? Can he help lead the Huskies that way? It's going to be a big one to watch.
The Hamilton wideout is one of the best players in the state. He's going to get his quarterback back in Jack Scully.
Let's get this out of the way off the top. It's not even a discussion. The best team out there on the west side making things cook. Desert Edge, it's 14-0 or flop. If they don't go 14-0, destroy everybody in their path, and win that ring in Sun Devil Stadium, it is a flop of a season, and Coach MacArthur knows I hate to put the target and the bullseye on them, but hey, Jelani George better bring it every day for 14 weeks. Blake Roscoff, Zarek Sidney. How does Coach MacArthur move and shake and make things cook? Hey, these boys got to get serious for 14 weeks. Coach Saliga, I'm talking to all of y'all. Make sure that y'all booted up and ready to go.
I haven't seen Chili this
That
fired up. Yeah,
Wow.
It's like Flight Club these days. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside, and he comes in bringing the heat. Adam, what other teams are you watching this year?
Yeah, I think there's two other ones. Obviously, Mesa has been a big one, and sort of, what's gone on in there the last couple of months.
New head coach,
Felker
right? Yep.
taking over, and we know he's such a great coach. He's a great leader of young men. And one of the big storylines here is the quarterback battle that we have over there between Kane Boogie Anatima and Derek Carr. So it'll be interesting to see if they split reps, go 50-50, but also there's so many other playmakers. Kingston and Anatima as well committed to Arizona State. And I think Mesa's got a shot at making an open run.
And Mesa's got Liberty off the back, right?
which is going to tell a lot because you talk about another team that's dealing with trying to figure out who's going to start at quarterback, and Liberty's going to have a much younger team this season. Red Mountain. I mean, we're talking about a team that is very well coached every year by Kyle Enders, and they just got a great quarterback this season in Dane Silver. He's going to have to sit the first 5, but this is another team that's going to be a legitimate open contender, and this could finally be the year that Kyle Enders sneaks his way into that Final Four.
Red Mountain every year. I've told Coach Enders this all the time. Like, they are one of the toughest outs in my 12 years here in the Valley. Every year, they are one of the most physical teams, regardless who they lose, who they gain. It is always a tough night when you got to play Red Mountain. Chili, how about yourself?
Outside the open, I really like Corona del Sol. The team in Tempe is taking care of business. I like what Coach Lauer is building over there. I like their quarterback, Luke Farrell, as long as he's fully recovered from that injury sustained at Elite 11. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks possibly in the country, an absolute steal for UNLV. And they are loaded with transfers also. Also, keep an eye, since we're in Tempe, let's go down the road to Mill Avenue and talk about that Tempe turnaround that Coach Freeman's got. I absolutely love what he's got cooking over there. In the 6A, Higley's going to be a team to watch. I think that is a top 10 team. The back half of their defense, I just saw them versus Hamilton, which did look amazing. The back half of that defense with Nassim East and the Higley Penitentiary, and then quarterback Caden Schluter looks like he's ready to deal.
Adding on to what Chili said for Higley, they might have the best linebacker tandem in the state. Bryson Wilkinson and Dax White are going to be racking up tackles this season. It'll be really fun to watch.
And listen, you mentioned some of those schools in that Tempe area right there, the Mace area. Don't forget McClintock.
Oh, no.
McClintock has got some talent, too, as well.
I'm going out there tomorrow.
It's cool to see the Chargers back at it. Guys, give me a bold prediction for this year.
Basher repeats. I think it's simple, but I think they go undefeated. I think they get the full thing done. I just think they keep growing and growing every single year.
Maryville finds their way into Sun Devil State.
Oh, the Carter twins. There we go. There we go.
Maryville's finding their way into Sun Devil Stadium. They're going to crash that party over there. I think that's a team that's looking at being 9-1 with Miles Woods and this young quarterback over there, MJ Escobedo, with what the Carters are building in the 4A at Maryville, where a lot of people for a long time have said nobody can win there. Watch these guys go about 9-1 this year and find their way into Sun Devil Stadium.
For the Veil. That's their rallying.
For the Veil.
Why not Veil?
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, shout out to Castile also.
Oh, yeah, Castile. Oh, yeah. We can keep going. Guys, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Always good to see Adam and Chili in studio. Now it's time for our Fever Spotlight. This season, well, it really never stops. We saw a lot of development over the summertime with schools getting new locker rooms, sponsorships, and getting out in our community. How about the Chandler Wolves becoming the first Arizona program selected as a Patrick Mahomes brand high school in partnership with Adidas? The Wolves are one of 28 teams nationwide receiving uniforms and gear provided by the Kansas City Chiefs quarterbacks Gladiator line, hand-selected by the Super Bowl champ. Now let's head to Glendale, where the Cactus Cobras revealed a new locker room. Check out the reaction from the players. Lights on. Yeah, let's get hyped. They are stoked. The locker is complete with 2 new uniforms and a helmet. Look good, play good, right? Shout out to longtime coach Brian Bellis out there. They always get it popping over there in Cobra Country. Now, the Jeremy Hathcock Perry Pumas, he's a new head coach there, but he spent a Saturday giving back this summer, wasting no time to make an impact in the community. The football team volunteering at Feed My Starving Children in Tempe. Now, ask any coach in the Valley. They'll tell you that really everything they do is rooted in community. Shout out to the Pumas for exemplifying that perfectly here. Now in Queen Creek, the ALA Ironwood Warriors have second-year head coach Myron Bluford back with the Dads and Decals event. Players and their pops creating memories, bonding, getting their new helmets game day ready. They look clean, Cam.
Yeah, Lena, I love that tradition. Hey, and the playoff formula is getting a much-needed upgrade. The AIA will use Max Prep rankings for all in-season rankings and playoff seedings in football. This is something that many have wanted for a very, very long time. What a win for the AIA. And Lena, do you recognize this old photo we got here? Oh, that is former Cardinals QB Max Hall. After spending many years the OC over there at ALA Queen Creek, he is back at his alma mater coaching the quarterbacks. Back over there where he, of course, led the Toros to an undefeated state title in 2002. Hall says, by the way, that was the best team in Arizona high school football history.
Being back on campus at first was kind of weird, but immediately all those old feelings and tradition and everything that was instilled in me when I played at Mountain View kind of came back. And it's cool to see that they still have the tradition, they still have the expectations, the community involvement. And I mean, we're the campus of champions, and that's what they believe, and we want to be the best. And so it's cool to be around that culture. Coach Litton's great. He's welcomed me in.
That's pretty cool, right? Now for a team searching for good times. Tough time for Saguaro High School, once unstoppable 14-time state championship program. There's now questions if the team is going to make it through the season. Headlining kind of a brutal 6A schedule, right? They have less than 40 players on the varsity right now and have already canceled their freshman and JV schedules. New coach, new message.
Everybody's telling you why you can't. I'm here to tell you why you can. We started spring practice. We had 13 kids the first practice. 13. I don't know where we're at now, 30 something, but so it's growing, and they know what's up against them. And everybody from the school, from in their own building, from around the areas on Twitter telling them, you guys this, you guys that, and da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, I like the pieces we have. Yes. Are we going to be undermanned in every game? Absolutely, 100%. But if we do what we do, we're going to compete.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Fever preview show, we are on the road for another season. Tonight we're taking I-10 West to the 303 North, checking in on the Canyon View Jaguars after their run of the state title.
We're coming to the way west side.
Way west.
Friday Night Fever, sponsored by Sweet James Accident Attorneys and proud supporter of high school football.
Victory dance! Are we going to get high feet, coach? Yeah! We got to hit it, Rex. Yep, yeah! Get it! Let's get it, Coach Freeman! Get it, Coach Freeman! Oh! What better way to wrap up the Fever than with a big fella split, okay?
Hey, welcome back to the Friday Night Fever preview show. Kevin Cox, Lena Washington on your screen. You never know what you might see when we take the show on the road.
You know you're going to see some dancing, though,
Yep.
of course.
There
We're
we
the
go.
37th season showcasing talent around the Valley. You know we like to elevate the program every year. We're bringing the F&F energy to a campus near you once again, so it's time to go on the road. Sponsored by Farm Bureau Financial. We're in Waddell with our 2025 Coach of the Year, J.R. Alcantar, and the Canyon View Jaguars after their run at a state title last year.
What was it like to play in Tempe for a state championship? And then what's the motivation coming into this season, knowing how last year ended?
It was so crazy. Just looking into the stands when we were running out onto the field was just a surreal feeling. And it's something I want to do again. So that's the motivation going into this year. And we want to be the hunters as well as the hunted.
What is it about the Jaguars that got you to where you were last season, and how are you going to maintain that success this year?
I think being bought in was like a big thing last year. We had a new coaching staff, and like you really got to trust that. So we really became brothers like all last year, and then buying into the new culture, I think that really what made the Jags last year.
Coach, what's it like to be coming into season 2 here with the Jags?
It's exciting. You know, we're so excited to finish the job and get out here with the boys and do what we need to do. You know, there's a lot of unfinished business we need to get done. The boys have been talking about it. We've been talking about it. We've been back at it since February, so we're ready to go. It's a new identity. We have nothing to do with the team from last year. This is a whole new team. What mark are you going to leave? You already got a foundation, a firm foundation. How do you finish the house? How do you finish what we're building? And that's kind of where we are. The thing is, finish it. House is not done, finish the job. Go finish it. Tiki and Braley, man, those are the perfect kids you want. They lead by example. They don't, great grades. Both of them close to 4.0s, if not over 4.0s. Multiple scholarships, one's committed. They're just great kids that come from great families.
Tell me about what it's like at your house on a Friday night. What are the Jags and Jag Nation all about here?
The Friday night here, or Friday day here at the school, it's partying. People are having music played in the middle of the school. People are moving down. Teachers are all in blue. Kids are painted up. It's beautiful here.
Who are the Blurskis? What's this about?
Okay, so this is the receiver group. We came up with it last year. We were a great group of guys. And yeah, that was a team name, Blurskis. It's something that we came up with. Our receiver coach really embraced it, and now we have our own merch.
What does it mean? Put the old folks on, the unks and the aunties that are watching. What does Blurski mean?
Okay, so basically when you blur someone as a receiver, we're like a fast group of receivers, so we're running right past people, and then the ski is just to add like a little sauce into it.
A little swag. Right. All right, Tiki, if you were to give an identity for this 2026 Canyon View Jaguars team, what is it? What are y'all about?
Dogs. We're some dogs. That's all I got. Keep it simple.
What else?
Hungry. We're going to be hungry, for sure.
Yes, whether they're big cats, Jaguars, or the big dogs here in Waddell, Canyon View is going to be holding it down. Thanks to Tiki, thanks to Braylon. You'll be seeing them a lot this season on the Fever.
All right. Thank you, uncles, aunties, and blurskis. What's
That's
the
right.
dogs, too? Next on the F&F, Sweet Plays are back. How you can help a local athlete win a $5,000 scholarship.
Friday Night Fever, sponsored by Sweet James Accident Attorneys and proud supporter of high school football.
Every Friday night, watch Friday night.
We're Canyon View cheering! You're watching Friday Night Fever! We're Dr. Mountain Palm, and you're watching Friday Night Fever!
We're Chandler High School, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
We're the Millennium Spirit Line,
And you're watching Friday Night Fever.
We're the Golden Cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Fever!
Fever Sweet Plays is sponsored by Sweet James Accident Attorneys.
Here we go. It is back for a third straight season. We got Sweet Plays. Whoop, whoop. Thank you to everyone who has voted in our Sweet Play of the Week polls. Around 2 million votes the past 2 seasons. 2 amazing winners who, thanks to you and Sweet James Accident Attorneys, each got a $5,000 scholarship heading to college. Our first winner, Easy Brown from Higley High School, on line 1. Easy, first of all, it's good to see you. Let's catch everybody up. What are you up to right now?
Right now, I'm in college. I'm in fall camp, getting ready and prepared for the season. You know, going through those dog days to get ready for the season. I'm at Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota. A wonderful place.
That's a long way from home. How are you dealing with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a long way from home. I'm dealing with it kind of good. First year was kind of rough, you know, getting adjusted from coming from Arizona to moving to Minnesota. But year 2, I feel like it's a year to take over on the football field, but as well in the classroom. Just having support and love and care from everybody. Coach Zuby, old high school coaches, teammates, old high school teachers, my support system up here, my coaches, my teammates as well, just making me feel like family.
You were saying some of your teachers from Higley were checking in on you too?
Yes, always. Like the front staff, you know, they always check in. My English teacher, Miss Stafford, shout out to her. She's always checking in with me. Miss Katie, showing love.
Well, Easy, you were our first winner of our Friday Night Fever Sweet Play of the Year. What do you remember about that moment, and how did winning that $5,000 scholarship help you?
What I remember about that moment is like it felt like a movie. It was an opportunity that, like, you know, just God blessed me with. What I did with that $5,000, you know, I used it towards schooling, room and board, because D3 they don't hand out. They hand out academic scholarships, not athletic scholarships. So use some of that money towards my room and board.
You remember the play?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're in man, and safety was supposed to pick up the guy. I read the play well, undercut it, and God did the rest. You know, I'm blessed.
Easy, now that you've kind of been in college a little bit, what advice would you give to students in your similar situation, maybe those that aren't getting recruited the way they want to? You clearly are making it happen for yourself. What advice would you give to those kids?
I'll say, first and foremost, trust God, trust your process, and don't give up on yourself. Don't quit at all. I know sometimes you go through the dog days, feel like it's really worth it. But at the end of the day, keep your head down, put your foot on the pedal, because you never know what can happen. You know, opportunity is always out there. Whatever you put out into this world, you're going to get back. If you have positive energy, a hardworking person, consistency, and always looking out for somebody else, God's going to find a way back to you. And I just say, make sure you stay in them books. That GPA matters the most. Coaches look at that GPA. Stay in them books.
Sweet Play of the Year is coming back for a third season. Man, can you tell everybody at home to make sure they vote every week? Because they can change some lives, right?
Hey, make sure y'all vote every week, because change my life. They could change your guys' life. It's an opportunity that most kids, you know, they can only dream of. Like, this can help kids for school, college, just whatever they do in life. Like, it's an opportunity that, like, I didn't know that could happen. Shout out everybody from Higley. Shout out Coach Zuby. Shout out to the athletic directors. Everybody was voting. If you can get your school involved, your family, your community. I just feel like my community came closer when it came to the Sweet Play, Friday Night Fever Sweet Play. I feel like everybody needs to vote, because you could change somebody's life like my community changed mine.
Keep making things happen up there in Minnesota. And in the wintertime, stay warm. Stadium.
Yes, sir. Negative 33 ain't for the weak.
Oh, no. Too cold, Lena.
Too cold, but Easy Brown was too cold with that sweet play. I think Coach Brown might be in his future. Now, starting next Friday, folks, you can change a young man's life. Vote for our sweet play of the week. The winner is announced every Friday night on The Fever. And then at the end of the year, all of the weekly winners will be up for the sweet play of the year. That's when you need to galvanize your community to help a young man win a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Sweet James Accident Attorneys. We'll be right back.
We are Queen Creek Football, and this is Friday Night Fever.
We're the Millennium Tigers, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
And this is the Tempe Buffaloes, you're watching Friday Night Fever.
This is the Arizona College Prep Knights, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
Here are the Waynesville Blackhawks, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
These are the Brophy Broncos, and you're watching Friday Night Fever. Let's go!
Yeah, be careful. Don't knock anyone over. Hey, it's time to kick this thing off. Join us next Friday night for the season 37 premiere of Friday Night Fever. Arizona's longest-running high school football show is back. Highlights, scores, and interviews from all over the state. You know the drill. So here we go. Be a believer. Catch the Fever every Friday night at 11:35. That'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching the Friday Night Fever season preview show. Ready to go?
Yeah, coaches, if we're on the road, get your dance moves ready. Don't say it
Dance moves
anymore.
ready. Here we go. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night. God bless.
We talking G with the beat funk. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.